Hi, I'm Alicia and welcome to my channel Papercraft Secrets. Today I'm sharing a beautiful card that I created with the Mintay Papers Chocolate Kiss 6x8 paper pad, the Chocolate Kiss 60 paper die cuts. I created a shaker card for this project and I also used the My Heart 12x12 Chippy, the Rosebud Mintay Creative chalk paint, and the brand new decorative lace vellum. I loved creating this card. I also used the shabby book for my butterflies on the front, and I'd like to take you step by step through how I created this card so that you can follow along and do it at home too if you like. So let's get started. I got inspired to create this card with this page here in the 6x8 inch paper pad. I thought this would look really pretty as a shaker card because it has the circle part in the middle that could be cut out. I started by just cutting the page in half evenly at 4 inches and then cutting a little slit inside the oval so that I could get my scissors inside that to cut around the inside edge of the oval. Once that was done, I used some acetate to put on the back of these oval frames to create my shaker element. So in order to do that, I just added some glue to the back of the frame and then I placed the acetate down on top of the back of the paper. Once the glue is dry, you can trim around to make sure that the acetate fits your frame perfectly. Then repeat for the other side. My next step was to find a piece of paper that would look nice on the inside of my frame. And this is a difficult choice because all of the papers are so beautiful, but I decided to go with the Love Heart page. My next step is to use the Mintay Creative paint in Rosebud to colour or paint one of these beautiful love hearts on my chippy. While I was waiting for that to dry, I decided to finish my shaker element part of the card. So I took 2 of these love heart papers that I'm going to use for the background of my shaker card. I chose these because it kind of looks like sprinkles in the shaker card anyway. To create the shaker element, you need to add double-sided foam tape all the way around the inside of the oval. I started by cutting my tape or tearing my tape into little bits, but then I realized that I could easily shape the tape into a circle around the edge of my oval. I also need tape around the edge of the rectangle so that it sits flat on the page. And then I repeated that process on my other window for my card. making sure that there are no gaps for any glitter to come out. The next step is to take off all the tape. It really is easier if you take off the tape before you put the glitter into your shaker card. I chose to use some sort of pinky purpley glitter that I thought fitted the Valentine's Day theme. And I put quite a decent amount in each of the circles. I actually used up the whole glitter. Once that was ready, it's time to put the piece of paper down as the backing page. Just need to line it up so that it's nice and straight and it's where you want it on the page. Once I had the backs on my shaker cards, I decided that I wanted to create a folded edge. So I used my scoring board to score at the side of my shaker card so that it would easily open out into a gatefold card. Then I trimmed off the excess paper on the other side. By this time, my love heart had dried and I could pull it out carefully from the chipboard page. And my imaginings for this card was that the card would open and the love heart piece would be in the center of the card. What I needed now was some paper for the back of my card so that I could put my gatefold openings onto it. So what I did was I glued the folded piece and I glued that onto to one side of my background piece of paper, and then I glued the other piece down as well so that the card could actually open. I decided to use this lovely distressed wood piece for the inside of the card. So I just glued that into the middle so that my two folded pieces could fold around it. For my love heart, I decided to use a piece of the brand new Mintay vellum because I wanted to have something behind my love heart. So I just put some glue around the edge of the love heart. And then I glued it onto the vellum. I left that to dry, and then once it was dry, I cut around the love heart shape and removed the excess vellum. I thought that looked really pretty, but I still felt that it needed a little bit of background paper behind it so that you couldn't see the shaker cards behind the love heart. So then it was back to the paper pad to choose some paper that would look nice behind the vellum. I ended up choosing this gingham pink. It's like a bright pink gingham page because I thought I might like to try to include just a little more reds into my card because at this stage it was very pink. So I glued that onto the paper and then I cut around the love heart again. I felt that looked quite nice now with the backing paper behind it. I'd already fussy cut some of these really cute banners from the 6x8 paper pad, and I wanted to incorporate banners into my card. I wasn't sure how I wanted to decorate the front of this card. I had lots of elements picked out. I was hoping that this was going to come together nicely. I chose some of the flowers from the paper die cuts, and I pasted some underneath the love heart on one side. I then cut this little banner in half so that I could have half of the banner on this side and then the other half at the bottom. And I was trying to make it look like the banner was coming out from the flowers, from behind the flowers. So I put the second part of the banner underneath there, going out from that angle there. And then I had this really cute little ribbon from the die cuts that I thought was so cute that could go there at the back of the banner. So again here on this side, I wanted to have the banner again. So I cut it in half. I put the little two part at the top, matching from the other side, and I added the ribbon again on the other side. And then I had the three part of the banner coming down from the bottom. I had another floral cluster here. I wasn't sure how I was going to put this together. I wanted some flowers on this side as well. I put some flowers on top of my love heart. And then I glued half of my love heart down. Only half because I want it to be able to open. I want the card to be able to open with the love heart at the front. Have this cute little love banner as well from the paper die cuts, and I chose some little pink flowers. I used a tiny little bit of cheesecloth beneath the two flowers, and I positioned the love banner at the top of my love heart. I felt that that gave the card a sentiment as well because it had the word love on it, so it's something for the eye to read. It was quite tricky to get the love banner on flat because it was half on the chippy love heart and half hanging in the air, so I had to use some double-sided mounting tape to get it nice and level. So for the inside of the card, I decided to create a white piece of cardstock layered onto that pink gingham page for somewhere to write the message of the card. Just putting it in the center. And then at the bottom and the top, I thought it would be nice to just have a little cluster of flowers. And then on the sides, I've chose a banner and a paper die cut that says love. There's so many beautiful paper die cuts that you could use. It was really hard to choose what embellishments to decorate the card with because there's just so many beautiful elements in the paper die cuts. I decided to go with the banner again theme, the banner theme. I used those across the top and just this little cluster of chocolate lollipops underneath. Of course, you could swap with any of the die cuts that you prefer. Just gluing on the small flower down the bottom and gluing on the large flower at the top. And there's still plenty of room to write a message on the inside. So my card is now finished. I'm very happy with how it turned out. I think it's a real special Valentine's Day card, or it could be used for any occasion. Wedding card, anniversary card, just, give to your partner at any time card. I did actually go to the shabby book and I cut out 2 pink butterflies. I felt that 2 butterflies would just finish off my card, so I'm just gluing those on, one on each side of my love heart, just for my finishing touch. That's the inside of the card, and then you can close it back up and shake that beautiful shaker card element. I hope that you enjoyed this tutorial for how to make a shaker card using Mintay Paper's Chocolate Kiss. I would love it if you would subscribe to my YouTube channel and hop on over to the Papercraft Secrets classroom for more exclusive videos. Thank you for watching and have a lovely crafty day.